So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. The teams then, Leganés against Sevilla. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
It's a long forward pass, and the flag has stayed down. Here comes the corner. It's a loose ball. It's a throw in. Oh, glorious footwork! Can he score? Saved only by poor finishing.
That's a pretty powerful effort, because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there. Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
That's clear cut, it's a free kick. And the defence can get it clear. Deftly done. And through to the goalkeeper. Vieto, with a really impressive run, which nearly went the whole way. He scored! And Leganés score first!
Devastating. I mean, that's the only word you can use to describe that. That kind of breaking power is absolutely devastating. That was fantastic to watch.
Leganés draw first blood here.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting...
Leganés have a free kick. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Is it in? He's got away with one there. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Leganés produced one of their best performances of the season last time, an absolute demolition job. And it's Crondelli. Chance! And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. It's the throw. be a throw-in. Leganés are enjoying this surprise lead. Plays it long. Krondelli. Looking to shoot. Struck first time. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Ricardo Carvalho tries to get it forward quickly. Dinks one in. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Now the pass. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? No mistake!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
They've done it! And they get themselves in front!
I just think he showed a lovely appreciation of where that defensive line formed, and he held his run until just the right moment, and he broke the offside trap, and he took full advantage. That's top marks for me.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Leganés take the lead. Krondelli. Tries the route one option. Looks like a good ball through. Shapes the shoot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Leganés head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. Good idea, just poorly executed. Krondelli going full tilt down the left. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Oh, great ball! Shoots! Oh, he's really drilled it.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal, when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
He put on quite a show there.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Sevilla were grateful to the genius of their manager last time round.
I think, Peter, we have to give credit where it's due. He had a problem up top and he tweaked his system to sort it out. And what I like is that he doesn't hold back. He's got that who dares wins mentality, and he really goes for
one
it.
Over. And out to safety. Spoon forward. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Passes it through. Has a hit! It's a goal! And with that goal comes comfort! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Leganés take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
He's putting on the right now. What's on? Tries a through ball. And that's out of reach. Rami, aimed long and direct.
Sevilla have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
And it's Vieto. Brings it forward. He's still going. Where to next?
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out that danger area. I think something very special was going to be needed.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Defender's on the back foot. Lofted into the middle. Hits one! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
Leganés grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Zonzi positions himself well and cuts it out. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it?
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Looks to dink one in. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Gone for it! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Leganés tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Referee's given a throw. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Kiyotake. Defence has got rid of that. Play for a throw. Driving on, he could shoot here. Chance. Goes for goal! It's in! This is as ruthless as it gets.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
Leganés totally rampant here. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Clears it out of harm's way. Goes long and forward. Shot at goal! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Leganés have won big and in style. Everything went for them. Their poor opponents left chasing shadows. A scintillating performance. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, if you can find a weakness, Peter, then it's a case...
เล่นไม่ดีตรงไหนวะ โหให้กูเป็นตัวสำรองอีกอะไรวะเซ็งเดี๋ยวดูแพ้ไม่เอาขี้เกียจรอเป็นไงผลนั่นไงแพ้ไงไม่ให้กูลงโค้ดไม่ยุติธรรมเลย ให้กูลงไหมครับผม
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. The teams then, Leganés against Osasuna. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
So in 90 minutes, we will be at exactly the halfway point of this season. Pumps it forwards. It's all a bit nasty right now. 5 defeats running. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. The shot's on! That's gone a long way up and away. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Can he find a finish now? And he's on his way! It's in!
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Leganés take the early advantage. With a delicate ball, swept in, and that really should have hit the net.
I think he's done very well to get into such a good position in front of goal, but he just couldn't put in the telling touch.
Who's going to make this theirs? And out to safety. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. And he's there to hoof it away. Nicely controlled. He's in! Surely! Going for goal! Oh, taken with style! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! You've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Leganés grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Riviere! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Spoon forward. Into the channel. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Oh, that's great stuff from him.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
Aimed long and direct. Clears it out of harm's way. Forward, what does he try from here? Chance! He's off on a marauding run. It's a loose ball. Chipped through, shots on! Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. He's missed, but not by that far. Keeper's ball. Pumps it upfield. Defence has got rid of that. It's a long forward pass. Floats one over, cuts it out. A chance! They are rampant! And surely that settles it.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Leganés take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Tries a long pass towards the front. Tries to get it forward quickly. Riviere. Who's going to make this theirs? Defenders on the back foot. There's the whistle for half-time.
It's looking very much like game, set and match. A half of ruthless endeavour with a thirst for more. Just in case you think this is bias on my part, it isn't. This is fact.
Leganés 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. Ball's gone out of play. Tries the route one option. Timely intervention. Can he find a finish now? And that will be the final act. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Leganés kept such a high defensive line and squeezed the game with really good pressure on the ball, and it made the big difference. It helped them to control things to their liking, and they look comfortable in it for me.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage.
ดับ4แล้วเว้ยมาเว้ย
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. The teams then, Leganés against Alaves. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
So this, the first game beyond the halfway point of the season. Leganés have this frantic spell of games. Fixture congestion always brings with it issues around fatigue and injury.
Yeah, and the manager has got to look towards squad rotation now. A bigger part of his job is to keep a freshness and energy about the team.
Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Spoon forward. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Leganés were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Deftly done. Defence has got rid of that. Leganés are putting their opponents under a lot of pressure in the early stages. Battles to win it back. Knocks it towards the front. Hit long and direct. Nicely controlled. It's on a plate. It's there! The breakthrough strike. Pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
He's put himself now in position to compete for the top scorer's title. Leganés draw first blood here.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
He's off on a marauding run. Really well taken goal. And already they're looking to run away with it.
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Leganés get themselves a two-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. Now the pass. Oh, he's found him in space. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
And this isn't the first one-on-one with the keeper, and that should have been made to count.
Oh, he really wanted that.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Brings it forward. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Leganés scoring 2 goals in next to no time to put them firmly in the driving seat. He's away! Big chance! One-on-one! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Yeah, they should be out of sight, and they're not because of a little sloppiness in front of goal.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
Good run through the middle, but he needs support. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Aimed long and direct. He's made sure that that won't get through. He's gone long. Clears it out of harm's way. Looks like a good ball through. Forward it goes. Oh, good interception. Passes it through. Face to face with the keeper. More and more and more and more. They are running riot. And surely that settles it.
Yeah, I love the finish, but I think had the pass been delayed for just a second longer, I think he would have been flagged offside. And I think you have to praise them all round on that one, from the pass and the finish.
Leganés take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Oh, that's neat. Still going, where to next? And the finish! Good effort, and it is right on half-time.
It's looking very much like game, set and match, a half of ruthless endeavour with a thirst for more. Just in case you think this is bias on my part, it isn't. This is fact.
Leganés 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. Alaves were quick to defend their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days.
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded matters in trying to correct it. I only hope he's thick-skinned.
Chance! Can he finish? And the defence can get it clear. Looks to slip it through. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. They've managed to get it away. Can he put it away? No mistake. They are running riot here.
An exhibition in how to finish with a minimum of fuss.
Leganés tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Boots it upfield. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Gets it upfield. Cuts it out.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Tries lifting it over. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
Tries a through ball. He's had a shot! No luck this time. It so nearly came off for him.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
Danger averted for now. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Floats one over. Pumps it upfield, and that's well defended. Looks to slip it through. Shot at goal! He scored! Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Leganés totally rampant here. Well, they could break here. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise. Goal kick. Alaves have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite
Has
able.
he found his man? This is promising. Looks to dink one in. Looks to play him in, but a minor communications breakdown. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets it back. Get himself offside.
Well, it was the early through ball that almost caught everyone out in that instance, all but for our flag-waving assistant referee.
Time added on, 4 minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, if you can find a weakness, Peter, then it's a case of exploiting it to the full. And they
เล่นอย่างดีอะสี่
So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. The teams then, Valencia against Leganes. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I would say Ezequiel Garay. Keep an eye on the centre-back's composure on the ball and his confidence in distributing it from the back, and if given enough time, he'll step...
He's delivered all right!
Yeah, I love the finish, but I think had the pass been delayed for just a second longer, I think he would have been flagged offside, and I think you have to praise them all round on that one, from the pass and the finish.
Leganes have an early lead. Good start. Enzo Perez! Yep, it's a corner. And it's been taken short. João Cancelo drives it in. Managed to get it away. Aimed long and direct. Defenders on the back foot. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Looking to force his way through. Valencia finally get themselves a breather.
Look, as a former defender, I can only applaud what was a tremendous challenge, not only because of its importance in stopping the attack, but for its timing and the determination in getting there.
Now can he finish? Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
And it just goes to show you how effective those through balls can be. All it needed was a better execution.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
So what now? Parejo. Pumps it upfield. Brought forward. What does he try from here? It's anyone's ball. Valencia get themselves out of a self-dug hole.
That's very well played. What a good solid tackle that was. He knew his team were vulnerable then, and something had to be done. Great commitment.
Danger averted for now. And it's Parejo. Leganés scoring in the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Cut out in the nick of time. Garay gets good distance on it. Can he put it away? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and you'd always favour the keeper in that instance.
Brings it forward. Played out to the wing. Chance to shoot. He's gone for it. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Gaia battles to win it back. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Fires from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Look, they haven't had that many shooting opportunities against this defence, but along with some patience now, they need to find a bit more invention and craft.
Tries a through ball. This is promising. That's gone a long way up and away. Guillem Siqueira. Parejo brings the ball forward. Tries the route one option. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? João Cancelo goes on an adventurous run. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. João Cancelo cuts it out. Parejo. And it's Guillem Siqueira. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leganés leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Leganés carry a 1-goal lead into the second half. Now the pass. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Enzo Perez. Parejo. Mario Suarez. Passes it through. Well read, he sorted that out. He can get that clear. Thrust towards the front line. Mario Suarez. Lobs it in gently. And he's there to hoof it away. Is there any support? He might not need it. It's there! And with that goal comes comfort. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Leganés get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
And he's on his way! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get.
It so nearly came off for him.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
Who's going to make this theirs? Guillaume Siqueira. Plenty waiting in the middle.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
It's Parejo! Disappointing finish in the end.
Well, as they say, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. But from that range, accuracy and power are the key ingredients. That's what's needed now. This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Gaia. Mario Suarez. Parejo. Mario Suarez. Mario Suarez! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
Nicely controlled. Shot a goal! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.